Hello, today I want to look at monoterpenols. So monoterpenols tend to be a little less volatile than monoterpenes due to the molecular weight, and they're typically known for their aromatics. They're mostly used for their aromatics, although the reason I want to use them today is for their menthol. So the menthol component within monoterpenols is very powerful in certain essential oils. Obviously the mints, so cornmint, peppermint, spearmint. What I want to do today is make a blend for a joint soother. So I've took a 50ml jar of ointment. So and you can buy, we can make ointments with our butters and our waxes and our carrier oils, but sometimes we just don't have time, and that's okay. We can buy pre-blended ointments that have no essential oil in them, that are pure and ideally organic. And this is exactly what I've done today. So I've just took a 50ml, decanted it into my jar, and I'm just going to add my essential oils. So I'm going to use a really strong essential oil blend here. So I'm going to use a 5% essential oil blend. So you as an aromatherapist, choose the percentage you want to use based on the audience you're making it for. So I'm making this for me because when I run, my knees hit me. So I'm youngish and fit and healthy. So I can use, my body is used to essential oils, my tolerance is good. So I can handle a 5% essential oil blend in my joints. It's no problem. The one thing I will say, if you're using this on older people or kids, be very, very careful with your essential oil content because menthol can be an irritant to the skin, so you need to be very careful. So just choose your audience wisely. So my blend, I'm going to use Cornmint for my menthol, which is the main menthol representation in this blend. I have Eucalyptus Dives, which is a beautiful strain of eucalyptus, Spearmint and Wintergreen. So I am going to use quite a high dose, as I said. So I'm going to use 19 drops of my Cornmint, which could take a minute because Cornmint's slow. So the reason I want to use, now you can use peppermint in this case. Peppermint menthol is very high, the content is very high. I like Cornmint for the aromatic. I think I used too much peppermint when I was studying. It was my only mint for a very long time. And I think I just kind of got bored after a while. And I love the aromatic of peppermint. I find it just a bit softer. So that's Cornmint. Eucalyptus Dives, I'm going to use the same amount. Now Eucalyptus Dives is brilliant and very fast. So Eucalyptus Dives is lovely. You can use any of the eucalyptus, but I feel like, I challenge you to try different eucalyptus. The Australians are brilliant. They create so many strains of eucalyptus, and we tend to go with the citradoras or the safer ones, the more common ones, and other globuluses, which is fine and great, but actually there's loads we should try, a bit like the helichrysums. There's loads of strains, and we probably should, break away and challenge ourselves to learn the chemistry of the other strains and then see how can we incorporate them into our blends. Then Spearmint for more mint. I'm going to go with 19 drops again. So I love the smell of spearmint. It's a lot quicker than Cornmint as well. And then I am going to use Wintergreen, and I can hear you gasp already. So Wintergreen, if you've never met it, is immensely powerful. You're probably wondering why I have such a massive bottle of it, because no one ever uses it because they're so afraid of it. I love Wintergreen, and I think Wintergreen has a place in aromatherapy whenever it's used with wise hands. So it's very, very high in methyl also acetate. It mostly is methyl also acetate, which is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So if you are fully confident using Wintergreen and you're using it in a safe dose and you're using it on the right kind of person, great. If you've any doubts, don't use it. So I'm using a lot less Wintergreen than the other oils. I'm just using 6 drops. And I love it because Wintergreen, the reason I love Wintergreen is because it does exactly what I need. It is going to tackle that inflammation and that pain for me. And I really do get really sore joints when I run. And I want to keep running. So I need to find a plant solution that allows me to do that. So there's a lot of oil in this. So mix it really, really well. And don't be afraid of this recipe being so high in essential oil. Just use 0.5% of essential oil concentration, or 1%, or start with 0.5%, or start with 2 drops of everything and 1 drop of Wintergreen and see how you feel. But if you're confident and you want something really strong, then I swear by this blend. So give it a really, really good mix. You can smell the menthol coming from it. So this blend is 29% monoterpenols, and 24% of that is menthol. So it's really high in menthol. It's beautiful, brilliant for joint pain and brilliant to soothe joint aches. So try it and let me know what you think.